A very warm welcome to one and all to the inaugural session of the online short-term faculty development program on Pedagogical and e-learning tools for teaching, organized by Sanatana Dharma College, Alapura in academic collaboration with the Kerala State Higher Education Council. Sanatana Dharma College, Alapura is a premier institution of higher education affiliated to the University of Kerala. Established in 1946 as an extension of the SDV Trust under the auspices of Alapura chapter of the Theosophical Society, SD College today is an impressive testimony of excellence in the higher education sector. Located in the district of Alapura, which is known as the Venice of the East, SD College attracts students from rural and semi-urban areas, including a majority of first-generation learners. The college offers 13 undergraduate programs, 9 postgraduate programs, and PhD programs in physics, botany, zoology, commerce, chemistry, economics, and mathematics. In 2017, SD College was re-accredited with A+ grade by the National Assessment and Accreditation Council. SD College remains committed in its vision to impart the spirit of inquiry, intellectual scholarship, research aptitude, and value-based education to the student community. SD College, in collaboration with the Kerala State Higher Education Council, is offering this one-week online short-term faculty development program for teachers across various colleges and universities to augment their pedagogical and e-learning skills by integrating technology. This course is offered as a massive open online course, MOOC, with 4 quadrants approach in Moodle program. We begin the program with our college prayer.
Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat
Dr. T.R. Anil Kumar is a Vice Principal and the Head of the Department of Commerce of SD College. I invite you, sir, for the welcome address.
Respected dignitaries on the online platform of this FDP program conducted in SD College Alapura in collaboration with Kerala State Higher Education Council. This program is starting from 4th August to 10th August 2020. I have already stated, it should be in collaboration with Kerala State Higher Education Council. My duty here is to welcome all dignitaries assembled in the online platform for the inaugural session. This program should be inaugurated by Dr. Rajan Varghese, is the former PVC of MG University, and now he is the member secretary of Kerala Higher Education Council. On behalf of all the persons assembled online, I welcome you, sir, to this function. The meeting should be presided over by our respected principal, Dr. P.R. Unikishable. On behalf of all the persons in the online platform, I welcome you, sir, to the meeting. The felicitation should be made by our manager, P. Krishnamurthy, sir. He is the person behind in our all academic and other activities for the development of our college. On behalf of all the persons assembled, I welcome you, sir, to this program. It is with great pleasure I welcome Advocate K.H. Babujan, the member syndicate. He is also one of the prominent member in the syndicate for doing lot of academic activities for the development of Kerala University. On behalf of all the persons, I welcome you, sir, to this meeting. Dr. Sajay Umar is also attending this function for giving felicitations. He is our member in the Senate. His voice is always for the academic matters relating to the students and teachers. On behalf of all the participants and dignitaries, I welcome you again for this program. Dr. P.S. Parameswaran, our IQC coordinator, is also giving few words as felicitation. He is now our IQC coordinator. He is doing lot of activities in connection with the development of our college. I welcome Dr. P.S. Parameswaran for this function. The objectives behind this FDP program should be introduced by Sri C. Damuchandran. He is also the coordinator of this program. He will give a short picture, a brief introduction for what purpose we are doing this short time course in this panel. The vote of thanks should be made by Dr. V.R. Prabhakaran Nair. He is our former IQAC coordinator. In his tenure, the college got UGC accreditation A+. He is also doing lot of activities for the development of the college. I welcome Dr. V.R. Prabhakaran Nair for giving vote of thanks to this function. This inaugural session should be convened by Sri Devi, Assistant Professor of English of our college. On behalf of all, I welcome Srimati Devi for convening this function. I hope I will not take much time. I am not taking much time saying more about this program. It should be given by the office bearers of this program. Now I conclude my welcome speech. Thank you all.
Thank you, Anil sir, for that warm welcome. Sri Damu Chandran, Assistant Professor in the Research Department of Commerce, SD College, is the coordinator of this online short-term faculty development program. I invite Sri Damu Chandran to articulate the objectives of the program.
Namaste. Good morning to all. Respected Dr. Rajan Varghese sir, Member Secretary Kerala State Higher Education Council, other eminent personalities part of this inaugural session, and participants of Faculty Development Program organized by Sanatana Dharma College in academic collaboration with Kerala State Higher Education Council. We know today the whole world is fighting against COVID-19 that had affected people of all walks of life. It has humbled all of us. Since this outbreak began, countries led by hero health workers have worked around the clock to save lives day and night. This pandemic situation-induced crisis has affected all sectors in which our education system is no exception, which in turn forced we teachers and our students to resort to online mode for imparting knowledge. Now, online platforms can be as effective as our normal classrooms. But in this pandemic situation, they are the sole alternative which will complement our classroom teaching. We know every student has different needs and learning patterns. This can be addressed only in a physical classroom environment. Since most of the online platforms offer a common learning pattern to every student, this issue cannot be sorted out. Online teaching with necessary tools and professional competence will help to surmount this barrier to an extent. A good learning management system is an apt solution for this. With technology advances, the process of teaching and learning is also undergoing a big transformation. The concept of flipped classroom is one such recently emerged technology-empowered learning model. In this model, learning is flipped. That is, students can finish lower order of cognitive work before the class with the help of a learning management system, and when they come to the class, they can engage in higher cognitive levels of learning through interaction with the teachers and their classmates. However, care should be taken not to create digital divide among students. We should ensure that all alternatives are used to deliver knowledge to our students, and it is available to all students without any discrimination. This program is targeted to enhance and integrate technology in teaching to make teaching professionals technologically advanced so that the learning process will be more meaningful and effective. This program includes understanding online education, digital tools for developing e-content, and various learning management system platforms and hands-on training in Moodle learning management system. This course is offered as MOOC with 4-quadrant approach in Moodle platform. The program will be from August 4th to August 10th. And we have around 1,500 persons registered for the program, and it includes college and school teachers, research scholars, librarians and students. All participants have been sent username and password to log into a Moodle site through which course materials will be shared. Telegram groups are also formed for the purpose of the program. Every day at 7 a.m., the class videos and other materials for the day will be made available. Since the course is delivered on asynchronous mode, the participants can learn any time during the day at his or her own pace. Each day, there will be 1 or 2 simple assignments based on the class. A total of 8 assignments will be there for the entire course with 100 marks each, and for passing the course, a participant needs to score 500 marks out of maximum 800, and this is not a very big task. Okay, actually it's a very simple task if you are very much involved in learning process. Even though the course ends on 10th of the August, the participants can submit assignments till 11th August, and beyond that, no extension will be allowed. The course completion certificates of the program will be issued on 13th August. And we have also planned 2 live sessions for doubt clearance on 6th and 9th August through Google Meet. The time and link of the sessions will be communicated through Telegram groups formed for the program. And there is no compulsion that all the participants should attend the live sessions. Those who have doubts and those who want to talk to the resource persons need to attend the live sessions. Moreover, all three resource persons and a team of coordinators will be actively involved for supporting the participants all through the program. Participants can raise their doubts either through discussion forum in the Moodle site or Telegram groups, and they will be sorted out at the earliest. And the outcome of the program is the participants of the faculty development program would be enriched with a thorough technical knowledge relating to e-learning and m-learning after undergoing the training sessions. The eminent resource persons for our faculty development program are Dr. Rakesh Chandran SB, Assistant Professor of Physics at Adana Dharma College, Dr. Anil Kumar KM, Assistant Professor of Physics, MSM College, Dr. K.S. Sarjan, Assistant Professor of Education, NSS Training College, Ottapalam. All three of them are from Kerala and had been very actively involved in helping teaching community all over India in acquiring skills necessary for online teaching since the outbreak of the pandemic. It is my pleasure to welcome Dr. Rakesh Chandran, Dr. Anil Kumar and Dr. K.S. Sarjan on behalf of all the participants and organizers of the program. I also express my gratitude to Kerala State Higher Education Council, manager and principal of our college for their support. I wish all the participants of the program a delightful learning experience. Thank you.
I invite our college principal, Dr. P.R. Unnikrishna Pillai, for the presidential address.
Good morning to all of you. This is the first online program of this kind organized in an aided college. More than 900 participants from all over India participating in this program. As all of you are aware that the COVID-19 pandemic is spreading very rapidly in our country. As well as, in addition to that, we have locked down many places, and moreover, the country is in a standstill, and regular classes in universities and colleges are suspended. Even globally, we can see the same scenario. Almost all the countries in the world are facing the same problem. As a result of this COVID-19 pandemic, the regular chalk and talk teaching methods or the other types of regular classroom teaching methods are suspended. In these circumstances, we will be forced to opt other alternative methods of teaching. And online teaching is actually going on in all places. The present topic, pedagogical and e-learning tools for teaching, is actually of great relevance. And e-learning teaching is now very common globally. And we have different platforms for e-learning teaching, such as Google Meet, Zoom, and we follow any of these such platforms for the teaching process. And in addition to these platforms, there are platforms like Telegram, then the other types of platforms that are commonly available now. Anyhow, we use any of these platforms for the teaching. And pedagogy itself is a method already followed in training courses such as the B.Ed and M.Ed or such training programs. There is a paper about the pedagogy. Anyhow, pedagogy is a method that dealt with the way of teaching or the mode of teaching. How we can design the curriculum or what are the different processes associated with the teaching. Anyhow, the online teaching is of great relevance nowadays because the pandemic COVID-19 actually resulted in the complete stopping of regular classes in colleges and universities. And from the last 6 months, that means from 11th March onwards, our regular classes are suspended, and about 6 months almost over, and we are not in a state to start our classes, regular classes now, because of this highly dangerous epidemic that is spread even in interior areas of our country. In this context, the only alternative method is e-learning teaching programs, and there are experts that they develop e-learning methods or online methods of teaching, and in schools, the Kerala Higher Education Department is conducting these programs. In university and college levels, the online regular classes are going on, and the webinar series are also there, or webinar programs organized by different organizations, as well as the colleges, universities are now very popular or common. And this type of program is already I told you that first kind in our country, organized by an aided college, and our college is a very old college and is the first aided college affiliated to the University of Kerala now, and established in 1946 with 9 PG courses, 7 research departments, and 13 degree programs. And the faculty members are highly qualified. Out of the total 66 permanent faculty members, about 60 are, more than 50 are with a doctorate degree, and all are highly qualified and very efficient faculty members. And one of our faculty, Dr. Ragesh Chandran, is also delivering a talk in this program, and this program I hope will be helpful to all of you, because there is no other way for communicating or conducting or organizing seminars or symposia or workshops now. The only method is to follow the online programs, and I wish all the success to this program. I hope you will get the benefit of this program, especially at a time where the colleges and universities are completely closed, and there is no alternative instead of organizing this type of program. I also congratulate the organizers for organizing a highly important and a beneficial program of this kind. I wish you all success. Once more, I thank you all for the silent listening for my presidential address. Thank you all once more.
The Kerala State Higher Education Council is actively involved in its vision to revitalize the Kerala higher education sector and to foster academic inquiry and research. The council is chaired by the Honorable Minister of Higher Education, Dr. K.T. Jalil. The Vice Chairman of KSHEC is Dr. Rajan Gurukul, and Dr. Rajan Varghese is the Member Secretary. They have strongly endorsed the use of blended learning and flipped classrooms, especially during the current pandemic times. It's a pleasure to invite Dr. Rajan Varghese, the Member Secretary of Kerala State Higher Education Council and former Pro Vice Chancellor of Mahatma Gandhi University, for the inaugural address. Welcome, sir.
Hello, good morning. I'm very happy and in a sense privileged to associate with the short-term FDP program organized by the SD College Alappuzha on the topic pedagogical and e-learning tools for teaching. SD College is a major seat of learning in our state with a long and checkered history in higher education. We have a large number of eminent teachers from the college which contributed to the higher education in the state, and also we have a very active academic community, especially teachers in the college. And at the very outset, I take this opportunity to thank the organizers of this program, especially the principal of the college, Dr. P.R. Unnikrishna Pillai, and the coordinator of this program, Dr. Damu Chandran, for inviting me to this program. As we know, the situation that is prevailing in our country and all over the world is an unprecedented situation, and most of the time the discussion is actually centered around the economic impact of the COVID and the lockdown. But the higher education sector all over the world, including India, is severely affected by the lockdown. And in fact, Kerala is the only state in the country which tried to revive academic activities both at the school and the college level from the first day of June itself. And that too with a great level of success, especially at the school level. And the experience at the college level, it varies from university to university, it varies from college to college, depending upon several technical and other factors. And we are also organizing this program in the context of the new national education policy, which the government of India accepted and announced last day. And this is definitely going to impact the entire teaching, learning and the structure of higher education in the country. And there are several recommendations which have far-reaching implications on the school education and higher education in the country. In the higher education, the new policy envisages 3 types of institutions. It calls for a new architecture in higher education. The higher education scenario will be transformed into 3 types of institutions. The first type of institutions are the multidisciplinary, research-intensive Type 1 institutions. And the second is the teaching-intensive universities, Type 2, if they are called the Type 2 institutions. There is scope for research, and the aim is to, in the long run, convert these Type 2 institutions also into the Type 1 level. And finally, at the bottom of the pyramid, we have the vast number of affiliated colleges. And the affiliation system is going to end by 2035. And colleges which are now operating, they may get, subject to certain conditions, the autonomous status or degree granting powers. And those colleges which are not qualified for this task, they will be considered as part of the constituent colleges of the universities. So definitely we are going to face big challenges in the higher education scenario, especially in a state like Kerala where we have large number of colleges and limited number of universities. We have 14 state universities, and out of these 14 state universities, only 4 of them are affiliating universities. Others are, in a sense, discipline-based universities. And discipline-based universities, they have to transform themselves into multidisciplinary research or teaching universities for their survival. And there are several issues how this can be accomplished in a state where we have large problems of resource scarcity. Who is going to fund this transformation of our colleges and universities? And there are also proposals for the entry of private and philanthropic investment in higher education. And the structure of our degree programs are going to be changed from 3-year to 4-year, and MPhil is going to be abolished. And we are even discussion about 1-year PG program along with 2-year PG program. So we have a very elaborate system which is going to undergo thorough transformation. And our task is to prepare our teachers and to prepare our institutions to meet these challenges. How this can be done? And this is a major issue that is discussed at all levels. And the Higher Education Council is going to prepare a document highlighting the problems that institutions may confront during this lockdown, and also with regard to the proposed online teaching that is the only alternative at this point of time. And the country and the state is also not free from the inequalities or what we call as the digital divide. This has to be addressed, and the council is taking initiatives. 1, to train our teachers, and 2, to create a digital repository of learning materials, online learning materials. And finally, we have started a survey of the IT infrastructural facilities available in our universities and colleges. So with these initiatives, we want to reposition ourselves in the changing scenario and also in the context of the new challenges posed by policy level changes at the national level. We have several positive factors or indices of, say, development, especially in higher education. But how we can protect and strengthen these public funded institutions and also the quality of our higher education is going to be a big challenge in the coming days. And the FDP program organized by the college will actually offer avenues, opportunities for our teachers to reposition themselves in the coming days. Say the college or the university may have smart classroom, but what we require today is smart teachers. And we are not saying that online education is the panacea for all problems. It is no substitute for classroom teaching. It can only complement the classroom teaching or the face-to-face teaching learning process. But at this point of time, we have no other alternatives, but we have to polish our tools, reposition ourselves, and to meet the challenges. And with these words, I thank the organizers of the program and the council is very happy and it is in a sense privileged to academically collaborate with the SD College Alappuzha for organizing this program, and I solicit the support of the college, and we have already uploaded the number of digital learning resources on our website for the benefit of the students. Similarly, we have also uploaded a questionnaire requesting the colleges to submit the details of their IT infrastructure facilities. The result of the survey, we hope, will generate information or data which can be submitted to the government in the form of policy recommendations, paving the way for increased access for teachers and students in the emerging situation, especially in the online teaching learning process. So with these words, I inaugurate the short-term FDP program organized by the college, and I wish all success to the college and to the participants. Thank you.
The management of SD College is a strong pillar of support and a continuous source of patronage in all the academic and administrative functions of the college. May I invite Shri P. Krishnakumar, manager of SD College, to offer felicitations.
Principal Dr. Unnikrishnapillai, Dr. Rajan Varghese, Member Secretary, Kerala State Higher Education Council, teachers, good morning. Sanatana Dharma College, being the first aided college under the University of Kerala, was established in 1946 before independence, with the aim to impart quality education accessible to all sections of people in the society. At present, the college is accredited with A+ grade by NAC. The college management is always keen in enhancing the teaching and learning method and has always supported the departments for all the initiatives taken to this effect. This is yet another initiative conducted in collaboration with the Kerala State Higher Education Council in these trying times of the pandemic. I take this opportunity to congratulate the teachers and wishing all success to this program. Thank you.
It gives me immense pleasure to welcome Advocate K.H. Babujan, Syndicate Member of the University of Kerala, to this program. Sri Babujan is also the Chairman of the Finance Committee of the University of Kerala. His active involvement in educational and social domains has brought constructive changes in the field of progressive education. I welcome you, sir, to offer felicitations.
Respected our Chief Guest, Dr. Rajan Varghese, Member Secretary, Higher Education Council of Kerala, respected Principal Dr. P.R. Unnikrishnapillai, SD College Manager and Head of the Institutions of the Sanatana Dharma Institutions, Sri P. Krishnakumar, Sri S. Ajay Kumar, Member Senate, University of Kerala, Sri T. R. Anil Kumar, Vice Principal, SD College, Dr. P. S. Parameswaran, Dr. V. R. Prabhakaran Nair, respected teachers, friends, this is a good step. That is an online short-term faculty development program on pedagogical and e-learning tools for technology. Online platform is a virtual teaching platform and not a substitute for the real classroom teaching. However, in this pandemic period, it is a sole alternative which will complement our classroom teaching. Every student has different needs and learning patterns. In a physical classroom environment, it is possible to clear their doubts. But in online platform, it is more difficult. By effectively integrating the essence of physical classroom with the help of technology, we can solve the problem in a level. However, care should be taken not to create digital divide among students. This training program organized by SD College Alappuzha, that is a pedagogical and e-learning tools for teaching, is an attempt to address the problem of the period and to help both teachers and students. In this occasion, I wish all success to this program. Thank you. Thank you all.
Dr. S. Ajay Kumar is a Senate member of the University of Kerala as well as the head of the Department of Malayalam of SD College. SD College is privileged to have a Senate member from its teaching fold, and Dr. Ajay Kumar has left no stone unturned when it comes to raising issues concerned with the higher education sector. I welcome you, sir, to offer felicitations.
Respected Principal Inauguration sir, our beloved manager Prashomar sir, respected Dr. Rajan Varghese sir, and the syndicate member Babujan, Dr. Priyani Kumar sir, and teachers. This is a age of fear and uncertainty. Of course, the academicians will take any actions to protect the situation. Our college initiated a great program to teach teachers. All of the teachers are very expert in their own subjects, but I feel the 50% of teachers are illiterate in IT technology field. This is the apt time to practice them to face this period. I mark all wishes and blessings to this function. Also, I congratulate behind of this program the vibrant youth of the Rakesh Chandran, Dr. Anand Kumar, especially the coordinator Damu Chandran, the Commerce Department of Sanadana Dharma College. Okay, thank you.
Next, I invite Dr. P.S. Parameshwaran, IQAC Coordinator of SD College, for felicitations.
Respected dignitaries and participants, this is first time Sanatana Dharma College is organizing a short-term course faculty development program in e-learning tools. This is very relevant in the present situation of COVID pandemic. I'm very happy to say that Sanatana Dharma College has become a catalyst to expedite the process of using e-learning tools for the benefit of our students. I hope this program will be benefited for the participants. I wish all success to this program. Thank you.
Dr. V.R. Prabhakaran Nair is the former IQAC Coordinator and Assistant Professor in the Research Department of Economics of SD College. It was a result of his decisive leadership, focused team effort, and skillful guidance that during his tenure as the IQAC Coordinator, SD College secured A+ grade in the NAC re-accreditation in the year 2017. It's a pleasure to welcome you, sir, to propose the vote of thanks.
Good morning, everybody. We have come to the end of the inaugural session of this program. I am here to express thanks to all dignitaries and participants of this program. Let me come to the responsibility entrusted with me. The inaugural function was presided over by our beloved principal, Dr. P.R. Unnikrishna. It is his support and encouragement that made this program a reality. Thank you, sir, for your kind support. This program would not have been materialized without the support of Kerala State Higher Education Council. I take this opportunity to thank Dr. Rajan Varghese sir, Member Secretary of Higher Education Council, for inaugurating this program. On behalf of our college, I express sincere gratitude to him. Thank you, sir. It is with great pleasure I express thanks to our beloved manager, Sri P. Krishna Kumar. He is always a source of energy for us. Thank you, sir. Let me thank Advocate K.H. Babujan sir. He plays a vital role in both academic and non-academic matters of our college in relation to University of Kerala. Thank you, sir, for your presence and kind words. I take this opportunity to express sincere thanks to our Vice Principal, Dr. T.R. Anil Kumar, for his support and encouragement. Thank you, sir, for your kind words. Let me thank Dr. S. Ajay Kumar, Senate Member, University of Kerala, for his presence and felicitation in this function. I have great pleasure in expressing deep-felt gratitude to Dr. P.S. Parameswaran, our IQC Coordinator and Associate Professor of Chemistry Department. Thank you, sir, for your advice, support and cooperation in executing this FDP program. Special thanks are due to our resource persons, Dr. Rakesh Chandran, Dr. Anil Kumar, Dr. Sajan, for rendering their knowledge and scholarship for this program. Finally, I extend sincere thanks to all participants of this program, all teaching and non-teaching staff of our college, for your kind support and cooperation. Once again, thanks to all. Thank you.
Here's a presentation showcasing the curricular and co-curricular achievements of our college. As we come to the culmination of the inaugural session of the online short-term faculty development program, we wish all the participants an effective and amazing learning experience.